Hey guys, this is Vanessa. Sorry, Juliet's in her bedroom on her home computer. So I'm just sitting here playing with Disney. This is a video response. Well, I guess kind of a video response because YouTube stopped all video responses yesterday on the 13th. Friday the 13th, which in America is a very, very big, scary movie, Friday the 13th. And we get a lot of Friday the 13th during the year, so it's just kind of funny. Anyway, just wanted to say congratulations to Nikita and Caprice Wiltons because they both put up videos on all three of their channels, actually, that they're going to get a new baby Conure. Just like Disney. Right, Disney? You're going to have a friend in the UK. So, that is amazing and epic, and congratulations. You're going to have so much fun. I know all of you both asked me, how do you tell the difference between a boy and a girl Conure? There is no way. They are different colorizations, but the only way to determine if your Conure is going to be a boy or a girl is to have it DNA tested, and you have to do that by getting blood work done on it, and or your veterinarian will take a feather and do special tests. That is the only way you will ever find out if you have a boy or a girl, which I do highly suggest because you want to know if you're talking to a boy or a girl. It also determines the name. Disney's trying to get the phone here. Disney. So that's just that's the only way to do it. So if you have a very good veterinarian around, highly suggest go get the DNA test, and also maybe while you're at it, ask your parents if they can also get the avian test done, which is also important because hopefully you went to a breeder to get your new baby bird. But if you didn't, if you got it from a pet store, just be careful because pet stores do carry a lot of diseases. These birds are brought in from all over the world, and they come with a lot of diseases sometimes. Disney's dancing. Hi, the baby. So if you get the veterinary test done, which is the avian test, it's about $150, but it'll give you peace of mind because you'll know your bird has no avian diseases. There's about 3 or 4 major ones out there right now, and if your bird does have it, it will eventually, unfortunately, kill your bird. So maybe get those tests done. But if you don't have to, you don't have to. But again, the only way to get it tested to see if you have a boy or a girl, you have to have a DNA test done. I don't know if you've ever owned a bird before. Just a couple of quick pointers. Maybe I can help you out here. I did a lot of research and I learned a lot about these birds. So these are my babies. So I learned all about them. Yes, they are in the parrot family. They are one of the smaller of the parrots. They go all the way up to the African greys, which are the big gray ones, and those big Amazons, which are the big green ones. Those birds up there, those are the big talkers. They do talk. Conures do not talk. You might get one to say a couple of words. Disney says baby and hi and a very few, but they talk in like an in breath. Like when they talk, they speak in. So if you do hear them talk, they might go like, hi, which I can't do very well. But they are the quietest of the birds. That's why I like the green cheek Conures. They're called great apartment birds. Disney, will you hold still so I can record you? And they are just super, super sweet. So you got a good bird there. In the beginning, they might be a little bit loud, especially if you got like a young bird, because they're just getting used to you and they're getting used to their environment. So they will make a lot of squawking sound, but they will quiet down. Also, if you do have a baby bird, it looks like it might be a young bird you got. I don't know if she's weaned or he's weaned yet, in which case you would have to learn how to feed them if the breeder should show you how to do it correctly. One thing about feeding a Conure or any baby bird, you have to be very careful how you feed them because you could accidentally harm them. There's something here, if Disney will show you, right about here, this spot here under her neck, is called a crop. That's where they store all their food while they eat. And as you feed them, and if you're feeding them formula, for example, when they're young, this spot here is going to get kind of full. It's going to look like a little grape that's expanding. When you get to a certain I guess, when they're full, basically, you're going to see that grape expand. It's going to feel like a squishy grape, and then you have to stop. The bird will tell you when it's done. It'll just walk away from you as you're feeding it. Then you do stop. You don't want to overfeed the birds, basically, because if you overfeed them, you could accidentally, that crop could accidentally explode. I don't want to use the word explode, but I can't think of another word right now. And of course, you could harm the bird. So definitely have the breeder or the veterinarian show you the absolute correct way to put food in the mouth of a bird so that you feed it correctly. Hopefully, you don't have to deal with that, and you have a bird that's already weaned, in which case you would just feed it pellets and seed and, of course, human food. Now, again, most people have the misconception that birds like to sit in their cage all day and eat seeds all day. That is no more. Birds do not sit and eat seeds all day. Actually, if you give a bird a seed all day, not only would they get bored, but you're going to have a very fat, unhealthy bird. Pellets are definitely the way to go. Ask your veterinarian or your parents or someone what's a good breed, pellet. And they're only supposed to have 10% seed in their diet. So it has changed a lot. You can also give them a lot of, human food, like a lot of, not too many fruits, but they do like certain fruits, but, not too much because it's very sweet. Give them a lot of green vegetables and carrots and broccoli and spinach. I was going to say asparagus, any good vegetable, sweet potato. Anything you give them, please wash very, very well. Because, again, just like anything else, like the humans, you want your food to be incredibly clean. And you give them you give them new food every day, fresh water every day. It's important when you give them water that you actually physically wash out the water bottle that they're using. Where are you going, baby? And give them fresh, clean water every day, as you know. Get them a nice, large cage. They can't be in a small cage because they have to spread out their wings and grow. It's suggested also that when they're old enough, you have the wings clipped, right? Disney is clipped. She can fly, but she only flies a little bit. And it looks as though your picture is going to be a pineapple. Disney is what you call, they're all green cheeks. They all stem from green cheeks. A regular green cheek is all green. Right, baby? All green around their whole body. Disney is what you call yellow-sided, and I don't know if you can see her colorization. Let me open the window. There you go. Yellow-sided has a little yellow here and some red on the belly and a dark head. That's what you call yellow-sided. Are you playing with my finger? Are you playing with my finger? Okay, here. Oh, okay. And pineapple's a little bit more yellow with a little lighter variation. That's what you have. You have the turquoise green cheeks, which are rare. They're beautiful, like bluish green color. And you have the cinnamons, which was Pixar with a slightly tan head, a very light tan head, and a little bit of lighter green on her body. So, again, I really do hope you had a lot of fun. Again, very important, do not give your birds chocolate or avocado. And I'm just trying to think of everything I could tell you. Definitely get them a nice size cage. You need to spend time with them, a lot of time with them, because they're very personable, and they do love hanging with people. When you first get them, don't be all in their face because they got to get used to you. And I know, when you get a new pet, you're so tempted to just hug them and squeeze them and love them, but you have to give them time to get used to you. So it's going to be hard for you, but maybe just back off a little bit so that they get used to the new environment because they're coming into a new home with new owners. And they're very funny. They do learn tricks. They're very personable. Give them a lot of toys. And when they get bored with those toys, give them more toys because they get bored. Remember, they're very human-like, these guys. I know. Keep them warm. Chills are harmful to a conure. Keep them warm. Here in America, it just became it's fall and winter is coming soon. We have the air conditioner on a lot in the summer. So what I got Disney and Pixar was something called a thermal perch. It's a perch that actually heats up to a safe temperature for the birds so that they sit on it because they regulate their heat through their feet. Yeah, you baby. What you doing? Why are you trying to eat me? Are you eating me while I'm giving you a recording? Say hello. And one last point. I learned this, and it didn't happen to me personally, but I read that a lot of people lost their birds because when they started cooking in a kitchen, the fumes affected the birds. These birds have very tiny respiratory systems, so do all small birds like parakeets and little tiny birds. The respiratory system, you have to be very careful. In other words, if you get a new pot and pan, and if you're cooking with anything that has Teflon in it, it will kill your bird. There is no doubt about it. Any harmful fumes like paint and, I can't think of anything now, but you would, your parents would let you know. Things in the kitchen, while you're cooking, just keep them away from the kitchen, keep them away from the stove. Do not put on the stove cleaner while they're in there. If you have to do anything with fumes, furniture polish, anything like that, even vacuuming, you have to be careful. Put them in a different room until it's totally clean. When you clean your furniture polish and everything, your floor, everything, keep them in a different room because it will go into their respiratory system and it will kill them. There's just no doubt. So that's basically it. After that, you will have a very fun, friendly pet. Right? Come on out here, Disney, so we can see you. This is one of Disney's favorite toys. It's just this little bell I found at the dollar store. Oh, look at her. She's like, ooh. I get it? Ooh, there she goes. Oh no! She lost the toy. Again, you're going to have a great time. Thank you so much for letting us know that you're getting a conure. I can't wait to see it. And when you get it home, which I think you said is going to be today, it's about 10:30 in the morning for me here. It's Saturday. So it's about maybe 5, wait, 10, 11, 12, 13, 2, maybe 3-ish for you guys, 3:30. So we're going out, you know, enjoy Saturday. And we'll be back. I want to check out the challenge, see if the baby's home. Thank you guys for letting us know again, and thank you so much. Oh, you guys are awesome. I love you. And Juliet loves you too. I know she'd say that, but she's in her room. I can hear her. Whoops! Say bye, Disney! Sorry, this is so long. Bye! Bye! Silly. You're silly.